Moin Leute, nachdem wir doch eine relativ coole Questreihe beendet haben beim letzten Mal, habe ich mir so gedacht, Walter hat uns doch gebeten, mal in seiner Sternwerft vorbeizuschauen, weil die da irgendwelche neuen Sachen bauen oder so. Und der mein kreatives Händchen benötigt. Schiffe bauen kann ich. Aber haben wir gesehen, ne? Top-Schiff, gibt nichts Besseres. Vielleicht. Ne, auf jeden Fall gehen wir einfach mal nachgucken, was denn der gute Walter von uns möchte. Frachtraum, Inventar. Mit den nicht, aber die möchte ich doch mal einladen. Danke. Das Gewicht können wir uns sparen. Hier wahrscheinlich auch wieder so viel, ne? Etwas. Eigentlich in der werfbare Items. Kontakt, Splitter und Teilchen. Dann lagern wir die doch auch rein. Und so viel von den Dingern benutzt sie doch wahrscheinlich eh nie großartig. Aber ich schleppe sie mit mir rum. Ganz schlimm. Ganz schlimm. Auf jeden Fall sollen wir mit Jules sprechen und das werden wir jetzt tun. Mal gucken, wie wir der Person am besten helfen. Ihr. Mal gucken, wie wir der Jules am besten helfen können. Wir speichern vorsichtshalber vorher. Ich bin hier, um über dieses neue Schiffsprojekt zu sprechen. Jo.
You must be Walter's colleague. He
Ja.
informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay.
Tja.
I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Also, Raumschiffdesign. Tatsächlich habe ich reichlich Erfahrung im Entwickeln von Raumschiffen.
Oh,
Bam, Bitch.
I just assumed. You know what? I'm really sorry. I should trust Walter knew what he was doing. My bad.
Even so,
Passiert.
we have plenty of designers.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
Oh. Ah, Raumschiffdesign. Ich bin mit dem Vorgang vertraut. Legen wir los.
Ah, right, so you mentioned. Let's move on to solving our budget issues then, shall we? We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we
Okay.
have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other
Okay.
will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
Mit einem kleineren Budget können wir uns aufs Design konzentrieren. Bleiben wir beim Zweckmäßigen. Mit einem größeren Budget haben wir freie Hand. Nehmen wir den Spielbeckentwurf. Warum kannst du nicht das ursprüngliche Budget verwenden? Welche Kürzungen müssten wir für das zweckmäßige Design vornehmen?
It's more
Das
that
ist
we can only
interessant.
choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
Okay. Was ist denn da dran an dem Spielbecken so falsch? Damit würden doch alle ihren Willen kriegen. Gähnst du etwa? Ist das Gespräch so langweilig für dich?
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical. And the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs? And would something that expensive actually sell?
Gute Frage. Gehen wir auf jeden
That
Fall
sounds good to me,
zweckmäßig.
but remember, this ship will have fewer bells and whistles. We're not going to be able to include everything we want. Frank's luxury design has the most expensive components, and we've been having trouble convincing him to move away from that idea so we can stay within the budget. We need his help. Do you think you can get him to budge?
I am right here, you know?
Ah, du scheinst ja ein toller Typ zu sein. Dann hast du mal darüber reden, was wir mit deinem Design sprechen können, Frank.
I already gave my answer to Jules. We got nothing.
Ja, du willst so vernünftig sein. Machen wir uns noch ein paar Gedanken darüber.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Sehr gut. Jetzt sagst du nein, aber wenn ich dich genug nerve, sagst du irgendwann ja. Richtig? Bitte, Frank, sei doch vernünftig. Ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass du das Projekt nur für dein Ego scheitern lassen würdest. Oh.
You can't be serious. This goes beyond what I want. I am thinking for the benefit of the entire company.
Na, Entschuldigung. Bitte, Frank, sei doch
I'm
vernünftig.
listening. I just don't think your reasons are very
Nee.
compelling.
So.
No, sorry. This is my vision, and I won't have it compromised by silly budget concerns. We need that bigger budget, or else why are we doing this at all?
That's what I was worried about. See what I'm dealing with here?
Well,
Well, I'm still not convinced we should go to the board asking for a ridiculous new budget. So how do you want to proceed?
Tja. Es ist schön, dass du da am Rumgehen
Well, I'm
bist.
all ears because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
Bitte denk nochmal drüber nach. Raumschiffdesign. Dank meiner Erfahrung können wir mit diesem Budget etwas Bahnbrechendes
Yeah?
bauen.
So you've done this before? Well, Walter did choose you for a reason.
Denk bitte nochmal drüber nach. Ich wusste, dass du eine vernünftige Person bist. Ich weiß, dass du hervorragend bist, weil du anderen zuhörst. Mach dir keine Sorgen wegen der Ablehnung des Budgets. Wir fragen einfach gar nicht nach.
Well,
Hm?
there's always room for personal improvement, I suppose.
Wir müssen nicht das gesamte Budget verwenden, erhalten aber jede Menge Optionen.
I hadn't considered it that way.
Yes.
It gives us some wiggle room if we need to try some things, and if we come in way under budget, it'll look good. Okay, I think you made some good points.
Ja,
I'll go
denke ich
to the
auch.
board with the kitchen sink proposal and get that approved. Great, that's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Okay. Ja, alles klar, klingt gut. Sag mal einfach, was ich machen soll.
Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
Ja gut, dann gehen wir mal Feedback. Wir fangen mit dir an.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
Ja, so ein bisschen. Ich würde sagen, ich bin mittlerweile quasi Profi. Ja, guck mal nach
This
draußen.
is wonderful to hear. I hope for all of our sakes that you are not overselling your ability. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Ja, hau rein.
Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current Starship market?
Oh. Kommerzielle Bergungsteams, Piraten, Entdecker, private Chauffeure. Private Chauffeure?
No. In fact, I believe Tayo Astroneering already attempted developing a fleet of autonomous limo ships, and it did not go over well. My idea is a little less conventional. I believe we should invest in making a dedicated exploration ship, marketed towards citizen scientists. Sure, We and other manufacturers have lines of exploration ships, but none built with the average consumer in mind. It's
Ne?
my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
Mhm. Ja, ein schlechtes Konzept. Wie würdest du denn sowas
I'd
designen?
start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must.
Ah, Nischenprodukt.
Yeah, that's what Jules said too. But at least that gives me something to think about. Thanks. I'll refine the idea and propose it next time, I guess. Bye.
That data from your ship is going to be critical to our design process, assuming you can handle the missions.
Ich bin hier noch
I'm
beschäftigt, ja?
wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Ja. Ah, dann bin ich gern zu
Good.
Diensten.
Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
Okay. Das Projekt klingt, als wäre es eine harte Nummer für die Techniker. Warum?
Let me tell you, all the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame. Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around.
Oh, was machst du denn für ein Papier?
Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk. I'm an engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead of letting me get to my work, they keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one.
Knick nach einem klaren Wind für dein Team.
Truth, and we need it. The others believe we need to think big and innovate. Reality is, we just need to do what we do better than anyone else.
Genau.
So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it.
Mhm. Oh, klingt auf jeden Fall nicht verkehrt.
Really? I was expecting we'd have to argue a bit more than that. Well, that's a relief. I hope you're being sincere. Because if I can convince them to go with mine, it'd save us all a lot of trouble in the end. Right. Take care.
Nev Papadopoulos.
Hi. Need something?
Ja, ich soll mit dir über deinen Designentwurf sprechen und dir Feedback geben. Stimmt das nicht?
Oh,
Du siehst nervös
no.
aus.
It's just, I'm a little new here, and everyone's got these big, flashy designs. And I'm supposed to come up with one too, but like, I don't know if it's as good or like, good at all even.
Und deine Idee ist sicher genauso gut wie die der anderen. Ich fand bisher keine Idee umwerfend, also kann deine nicht schlimmer sein. Wahrscheinlich hast du recht, aber ich muss mir alle Vorschläge anhören. Na komm, hau
Thank you
raus.
for saying that, but like, really?
whatever. Here goes. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht. Something marketed more towards families. Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right?
Freizeitschiff ist eigentlich gar nicht mal so eine scheiß Idee, muss ich ehrlich sagen. Ehrlich gesagt ist das nicht so mein Ding. Ich weiß nicht, wie gut sich das verkaufen wird. Ich muss ehrlich sein, ich finde die Idee fürchterlich. Glaubst du wirklich, dass es für so ein Schiff Nachfragen gibt? Was für eine Art Schiff hast du dir vorgestellt?
I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority.
Ja.
A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales.
Wirklich, dass es
I
dafür
used to go
Nachfrage gibt?
off-road camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
Das klingt super.
Oh, really? Wow, I am... Thank you. I'm really glad I told you about it.
Ja,
Well,
Dankeschön.
if we end up making it, I swear I'll work up a hell of an ad campaign for it. See you later.
Dann hau mal raus, Frank.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years.
Super.
So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
Oh, bist du ein arrogantes Arschloch. Komm,
Ah,
gib mir mal.
yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
Tja, next big thing, ne, will er ja haben.
I think I understand what you mean. It is not enough to say it's a high-end luxury ship. Who is flying this ship? Where do they go? What is their story? And why do they crave such attention? Oh, thank you. I will think on this and improve on my proposal.
Das würde mich mal interessieren. Warum war Thais so
I am the lead
vehement?
designer on the project. It is literally my job to design it. It is frustrating because I keep getting pushback. And Jules has this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before.
Ja. Wie war das mit dem Verkauf von Schiffen? Ah, wieso, wenn du so unzufrieden... warum arbeitest du hier, wenn du so unzufrieden
Just
bist?
because I do not like how corporate we have become doesn't mean I don't like getting paid. Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation. Then again, here we are.
Ah, wie war das mit dem Verkauf von Schiffen und Promis? Warum war das noch gleich so wichtig?
2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
Weiß nicht, was es bedeuten soll.
It's when someone buys something expensive, mostly because it is expensive in an effort to show off their wealth to others. So, if we target what the wealthy elite and celebrities want and sell the ship at a premium, they will buy it, and others will follow in order to be trendy. Imagine a star like Borealis is seen getting out of one of our luxury ships. Everyone is going to want one, so they too can feel like a celebrity. See you.
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone?
Gib Feedback zu den Teamvorschlägen.
I'm actually kind of amazed we finalized the budget. That was relatively painless.
Wenn du willst, könnte ich dir jetzt Feedback zu deinem Designentwurf
Oh,
geben.
yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess. I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded free stars.
Wie würdest du so einen Sternjäger designen?
We'd want to give it strong weapons, tough defenses, plus good speed and maneuverability. Most starfighters are fairly small, and the tricky part is keeping costs down with all those fancy modules.
Die Nachfrage wird nach Sternjägern groß.
No, and yes, there's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them. Wonderful. Thank you. I'm hoping when the time comes, I'll be able to convince the others that's what we should go with. We'll chat again soon.
Passagier- und Kopfgeldmission. Nehmen wir die. Gut, nehmen wir die.
Can we really afford a new ship?
Ja. Auf geht's. Da habe ich nicht so wahnsinnig viel Zeit für. Ja. Ab nach unten. Oh. Und raus hier. Jetzt gegebenenfalls auch ein bisschen weiter weg parken können. Ist da ein Giant mit drin? Oh. Da ist eine mit drin. Perfekt. Ein Schiff hin. Okay, anscheinend habe ich es abgeschlossen. Unidentifiziertes Schiff. Schauen wir mal. Schauen wir doch mal, was du bist.
You're human.
Ja?
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabiti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Ja, freundlich. Raumschiffdesign. Guck mal, noch mehr Designzeug. Ich habe noch nie so ein Schiff gesehen. Was kannst du mir über die Konstruktion
I don't
erzählen?
know all the particulars, but I'll try to answer as best I can. It's a colony ship. It was built long ago by our ancestors to sustain our crew over hundreds of years in space through generations of travelers. It's sturdy, fast, and spacious. That last one is important because we had to take as many supplies as possible with us on the journey and still have ample space for our crew.
Ich bin Toto. Ich bin hier, um zu helfen.
I see.
Immer.
As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know.
Okay.
Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others.
Ich will gerne mehr fahren. Aber vielleicht sollten wir erst aus dieser Luftschleuse raus. Tja, diese anderen sind Menschen und sie waren zuerst hier. Ja, gehen wir erstmal aus der Luftschleuse raus.
Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. Da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security
Ja.
purposes.
I do not believe we have need to
Vielleicht später. Weil ich habe da gerade eine aktive, wichtige Mission am Laufen. Sorry. Ich komme auf dich zurück. Komm auf dich zurück. Ich hoffe nicht, dass ihr da abhaut, also von daher.
Company policy is to assist non-hostile vessels. Respond.
War ein bisschen zu spät. Sorry, Leute.
Your cargo's mine.
Ja?
Grab shot. Not like we're running anyway.
Glaube ich auch nicht, dass du irgendwo hingehst. Dafür keine Mission gekriegt. Ja. Okay. Gut, dann gehen wir doch mal eben dahin.